Hi, you guys. Okay. I just said this and then I was like, oh, I didn't hit record. So I'm going to say it again. I forgot to make a graphic, but I want to shout out Hallie, Sarah Risser, and Tanya for having Success Club points on the board. That means they have helped one person so far this month. And um, we are, gosh, I don't even know what today is, the 16th. So we are like halfway through the month. So much time left and we have lots of fun things coming up. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that and I know there's a lot going on. So um we talked about doing that superfood slim down and kind of using that as it could be a way to snag somebody who maybe um, you've talked to in the past to kind of get them in the door. They can get a sampler pack for $30 and do this slim down with us where they're going to get a free meal plan, free workouts, and just invest the $30. See how good they can feel with just drinking Shakeology and maybe seeing the motivation and encouragement of the group and then hopefully they want to continue on with us, doing it sort of like a free group, but having a little bit of an investment. So a little bit of skin in the game. I feel like that usually is helpful in accountability and just finding people who actually, want to be there. So, I kind of mentioned this already in our chat today, group chat, but I am cutting off orders tomorrow unless it's somebody local who I could just like loan them some packets or something if they don't get their order in time, or if it's someone and I have reached out to a couple people, maybe you guys want to do this too. There are a couple local moms actually who are on my team. They had ordered before. They actually had injuries or things that have kind of sidelined them. They've kind of just fallen off and school and all the things. Like it's just kind of been one of those things. So I was like, hey, I know you have Shakeology. I also know you probably I don't think they can really work out right now just with their injuries, nothing serious anyway. So I was like, what do you think about joining this group? Then at least you can drink some of your Shakeology that you have just sitting in your cabinet and maybe it'll get you in the routine of doing that. And no, they're not making any sort of purchase, but I feel like, for those people who've already purchased a bag or two, whatever. Like if you want to do that, that's fine with me. And then, those people obviously could join after tomorrow. It's just really wanting those people who need to order to make sure that they have enough time to get their order before we start the 24th. So that's the first thing. And kind of using that also, I need to log into my office and look at people who have ordered Shakeology but haven't ordered for a while. I think I'm kind of feeling like the rhyme or reason to that discount that I shared. Um, the promo code was maybe it's been a long time since they ordered. So I wanted to go through and just ask people if they've ordered and then maybe be able to leverage or say, like, hey, like if you haven't ordered in a while, you could do this again. You could order again and try out maybe some new flavors that you haven't tried before, do this summer slim down, kind of get back into it, get started, whatever. So, those are a couple examples of what I'm thinking. And then we have Summit coming up this week. So, we are doing like a behind the scenes, going to share, and I need to share actually like pre summit stuff. So, I'm going to share like stuff I'm packing, and really taking them like along for the ride to Summit is my thought, and I'm hoping that the other girls who are in the group with me will do that too, to really give them FOMO. Um, sorry guys, but I wanna give you FOMO too because I want you guys to be there with me next year. But seriously, like, I want everyone to see how much fun it is, what it's an amazing time, and just it's one thing to, like, have these Zoom calls and have our chats, but it is a totally different ballgame to actually be in person, to be in the, like, ceremonies, hearing, like, Carl and other corporate people talking and just being surrounded by the community, it's like almost overwhelming. It's so cool. And learning and I feel like that's really when I looked at this seriously, when I thought I can do big things with this was after I went to Summit. So that is what I want people to see like what a big deal that is to be there. Um and also to show them like the cool things that we get to do and just how amazing this community is. So I'm excited to share in there. I hope you guys have all joined that group. If you haven't, please do. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about that group. My plan was to do that starting like Friday through this weekend, but then with the summer slim down and doing that, I kind of did that for a little bit. But since orders are going to be cut off, I'm going to shift my focus to partnering and sharing all about partnering. So for you guys who are not going, maybe you can still share about it and say, like, hey, there are girls on my team who are going to San Antonio. I am starting to have FOMO already. I wish I was going. And I know that they're gonna have the best time. I'm gonna watch from behind the scenes to see what they're up to in this group. You should watch too. It's gonna be fun. We'll see what they're up to. See what's going on, see what we're missing out on, and maybe who knows, maybe you and I will be there next year or something like that. Like use this group as a way to talk about partnering. I feel like that is something that I always need. I always need an opportunity that gives me a reason to talk about it because otherwise sometimes I struggle with knowing like where do I throw this in there? Like where do I nonchalantly work this into my stories or my posts or whatever? And so when I have something to invite to, I feel like that gives me something more to talk about. And like I'm excited about it and I want people to join and follow along. So again, I feel like it's that excitement that makes people want to check it out. And also people are nosy. I'm nosy. I want to see what people are up to. I want to know what's going on. And heck, I just joined this group. Have you guys heard of Shakely? I thought it was Shakes. Apparently it is have you guys heard of Beauty Counter? Like the skincare stuff. Apparently, a lot of people who did Beauty Counter, which was like all natural, very clean, I guess, ingredients, they like suddenly closed their doors. It was like a just like Beachbody. They closed their doors all of a sudden. And I think a lot of people from that company went to this company called Shakely, and they have products like we do, but they also have skincare multivitamins, all kinds of like different things. So I was like, you know what? Like I do zero skincare. So heck, I'll join and just see what this is about. And also I was kind of curious how they did a group, like what their opportunity group looks like, just to see if I could like learn anything from it. And that's why I joined. And I looked at some of the products and I was like, ours are better. I don't know pricing. So I don't know if their stuff could be maybe cheaper. I have no idea. I didn't ask, but I was like, "Oh, I already love like my Shakeology and I already love all things Beachbody and maybe like I said for skincare, but otherwise I was impressed with it just made me feel good about what we have to offer. But anyway, people will join because they're nosy, like I joined that group because I'm nosy. So, don't hesitate to throw it out there. You never know. So that is going on. And then so we will be sharing let me go back to that. We will be sharing that behind the scenes stuff, but we'll also be sharing a little bit about partnering and like throwing in kind of some information about partnering in there and just kind of the group was really fun last year. So I'm planning to just kind of copy that. Um and yeah, so headed to Summit, hoping to hear some really fun, exciting things. Excited to share all of that with you guys. And I talked to one of you the other night about the trip. And so I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about the opportunity to earn the trip next spring and how it's just a little bit different from the trips that we were able to earn in the past. And, but all centered around the same thing helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey. So it still is based on Success Club points, which we get when We help new people get started either with a total solution pack or with one of the nutrition bundles if they have not, if it's a new order on auto ship. And then also volume and that accumulating for new people as well. So many different ways to earn Success Club points, and there are a couple different brackets. So there's one for 5 stars and above, which is me. There is 100 people that can earn an invite. So it's the top Success Club point earners, 5 star and above, 100 of us. Oh shoot, I better up my game. And then for 4 star and below, so that would be the rest of our team. You guys can all earn same way Success Club points. So it's really truly based on um, helping other people get started, earning Success Club points, which also means growing your business, which means moving your business forward, earning more of a paycheck, helping more people, growing. Like it's all kind of focused around the same things. Just that it's not like in the past it was okay, you need to earn, I can't even remember what it was, like 400 trip points, which we got for Success Club points. And then like that would pay for your quarter payment towards the trip. And if you didn't earn that, you could pay the difference. Like you could pay out of your pocket for the difference. This is doesn't work that way. This is totally paid for, but you have to earn your spot. So you have to have, there's going to be a list of where we're all at, Success Club point wise. And, I was talking to this girl and, she said, my husband was actually really excited about the fact that I could earn a trip. And I was thinking of the trips that I have been on with my husband. I don't know that we would have been able to afford even one of them if I wasn't able to earn it by working this business. I mean, all inclusive trips out of the country, as much as I would like, I'm obsessed with them. They're freaking amazing. It is like game changing, but it's expensive. And, you know, it's it's a lot. So I don't know. I mean, this opportunity to earn a trip is one of those things where I'm like, I got to figure out how to get there. Because if I love going on these vacations and to earn it free, well, you do have to pay like a $400 deposit, but still $400 for an all inclusive. This resort is brand new. Don't know where it is yet, but we're going to learn that this week. And being able to take my husband on it is huge. It's huge. So, I don't know if anybody feels that way about a trip. Like we wouldn't be able to do that. Like we're flying to Maine in August for my brother's wedding, and that would be our trip for probably 2 years because that's expensive. No matter where you go, it doesn't matter where you go. Flights are expensive. Then you have to figure out where you're going to stay, rent a car, food, all the things. It just adds up super quick, especially with your family. But yeah, so it's nice to be able to have these ways to earn not just a paycheck, not just the bonuses and the recognition and all of that, but to earn a trip. How cool is that? So I'm excited about this. Like I said, I have some work to do. I'm curious what the numbers are going to look like. I think they're going to release tomorrow. They said the first like leaderboard for this trip. So keep your eyes out, and I'm excited to find out where this is actually going to be and the exact dates. I think they said April of 2025, but not exact dates. So don't know. I don't know if they said how many days it would be either. So that'll be coming too, I'm sure. They'll also announce where the next summit is. So they do 2 years at each location. So we're doing the second year in San Antonio this year. So next year it'll be somewhere different. So we'll learn that. And hopefully we'll hear about a little more about Autumn's hormone program that's coming in December or winter. And maybe even what the plan is for next year as well. And programs are, what's coming. Um, and then also next thing right around the corner is Body Lava. And I know not everyone was I feel like it's kind of mixed reviews. Some people loved it, some people were not quite as loving it. I was kind of looking at the calendar and I'm not going to finish Dig Deeper, especially with this week with Summit. I'm not going to be able to do those workouts this week, so I'm going to be behind. So I'm going into week 9, 10, 11, 12. So I wouldn't finish probably till like almost the end of July, but I feel like I want to start Body Lava before that. So I might just do Dig Deeper and use Body Lava as my steady state. Um, so I am kind of thinking about either the 1st or the 8th. Sometimes I like to have like a prep week to kind of give us that week to ease into it, continue to invite to it in that month so we can hopefully earn Success Club points early on and hit Success Club and use that as leverage to get in there. But sometimes it's nice because July 1st is a Monday. So that would almost line up really nice too. So if you guys have any thoughts, feel free to let me know what you think and what would work best for you. And I'm flexible. I don't really care. There was talk about doing something all together as like a bigger team, but I haven't heard any more about that. So I don't, I mean, it's soon enough that it's 2 weeks from tomorrow would be July 1st. So I don't know, but I'll keep you guys posted as to what I decide. And last thing before I let you guys go, if anyone wants to help with the July group, our July community, this is probably about the time when I start to kind of think about what I'm going to do next month. Um, and would love to just have someone's input. Tiffany really kind of took this month and ran with it. Not saying that anybody has to do that, but I would love to collaborate and work with someone just to kind of give you guys that leadership role in the group and to make you feel like the group is yours too, not just my group, not just Leah's group, but our group, your group, the place where you invite your people and you are proud of it. And then I feel like when you're running it too, it gives you the chance to talk about it more. It makes you feel like you want to share it, or at least I do. Um, I'm like, oh, I'm planning my group. I'm making my group. I'm inviting to my group. Like it's my group. You know what I mean? Even though it's our group. But when I'm planning it and doing all the things, like it just makes it that much easier to just say, here's what I'm doing. I'm inviting. I'm whatever. So taking volunteers. My my old boss, I just have to say this one thing. It cracks me up. We She used to say, I'm voluntelling you or you're being voluntold. Like she would volunteer us, but she would tell us that we were volunteered to do something. So I don't want to have to voluntold anybody. I wouldn't do that. I'll just do it myself if nobody else wants to do it. But um that's just what I think of is who's my next victim. I'm gonna tell one of you. I don't even know what the like right English is to say that. Go to bed, Erin. It's late. Okay. I'll take a boomerang. Thank you both for hopping on and hopefully you guys had a good Father's Day with your families. Okay, smiles. Perfect. Have a good week, you guys. See ya.